Afternoon all, how you doing? So we're off out on another session. Gonna take a couple of ledger rods today and see what we can find down the river somewhere. Haven't really made my mind up yet, but I'll decide as I pick up some bait. Now off down to Latham's to get a point of maggots, some sweet corn. I've already got hemp, I've already got bread, I've already got groundbaits. So I've got pretty much everything I need. Just a case of getting the rest of the bits. So let's start heading towards Norfolk Broads to pick somewhere to fish. So it's a lovely hot afternoon, 4:30. We've got 20 degrees, so pretty warm still. Been sort of 24, 25 most of the day. I thought I'd whip out for a sort of afternoon evening session, see if we can get a few fish. So we're now coming into Cold Harbour. Let's go grab some maggots, some worms, and go from there. Bit of sweet corn. Bear with me. So we managed to get to the road of where we're going. So if it's not packed down now already. Fairly quiet, but sometimes you can get down there and there's 4 or 5 people there. Fingers crossed. Can't find my sunglasses, which is a pain. You know when you get nearly there because you lose the road and get a bumpy track. there's a car there already. Hopefully they're taking the dog for a walk and not actually fishing. Here by the looks of things. Oh no, way too many. Can I even get a swim? Oh, loads. Let's take a wander up and see what's happening. Sinking the stones then. Wow. Whew. Made me swim. There was a chap here when I got here. One of his subscribers, so that was awesome. Nice to meet you, hello. All the way down from Welshpool in Wales, and he bumped into me today. So that's stranger things happen like that, isn't it? But nice chap. He's been here for about 6-7 hours. Had 15 bream and a couple of roach, so that's quite nice. Most of them were skimmers, he said, but still fish. What's about all at the end of the day. So I'm going to fish on top of his groundbait with some of mine, and we'll see how we get on. Right, so the first rod's all set up. We've got breadcrumb in the feeder, hook length of about 2 foot, double corn, and we're going out about 3/4 way across on the first cast with this one, and then I'll switch over to the other rod because the other rod's a bigger rod. Just for the first cast, we'll have a go with this one, then we'll switch them around, put this one in close, and put the bigger rod I'm now about to set up on the far bank. You never know, we might even get a fish. See if we can set this up nicely. We might get one while we're setting up the other rod, so let's do it. One of the big cruisers. Just spoke to that chap again. Just bear with me, putting the hook on at the same time. And he actually came in to swim because he'd watched my video of me fishing along here before. So that's pretty cool. I always seem to catch a few bream every time I come along here, which is nice. Hopefully we'll do the same tonight. There'll obviously be more videos here and all over the Broads the rest of the season, the rest of the year basically, because the season goes right around to next March. So plenty more fish coming your way. Oh, we've got a big sailing boat now coming, so I'll spin you around and show you. That's a bit of a booty, isn't it? How you doing? Looks nice.
Thank you.
Lovely evening to be out like that.
Glorious.
We'll sort this one out and go from there. Alright, so the big rod's set up down. Somewhere there, that should do the job. Oblivious to where he's going. What's to it? Right, we've got double corn on this one. Going close in with this. Where we fished last night. I've been here a few times recently. Whoa. We had a bite on the big rod. No, nothing on there. So that's what the two rods look like. Got one further out, 3/4 way across the bank, one close in. Let's see how we get on. Bait wise, we got maggots, sweet corn, tubs of worms, meat, ground bait, bits of bread, and that should keep us going for this session. So a lot of boats up and down at the moment, which is a bit of a pain, but you have to just drop your far out rod down under the water each time a boat comes past. First catch is a bit strange, look at that. Number whatever it is. Ah, and the hook come out and went in my hand. Ah, that hurt. Good job it was a barber set. So what is this? Strange old piece of wood, basically. Yeah, so this is a bit weird, isn't it? It's got all sorts of little bugs and stuff on it. Just come off the bottom. It's absolutely covered in all sorts of things. Anyway, down there close in, get rid of that. So it's not just me down here tonight, there's another 4 anglers to my right. So there's a few people about, just sitting there eating the bounty. Sounds like most people are feeder fishing, which is what you do here really, it's quite deep. I've already had a bite on the close in rod, but nothing's come of it yet. Couple of really sharp good knocks, and then that just went away, which is a shame. What I'm doing on the close in rod there now is I'm feeding this with some hemp, and then putting some crushed up bread over the top with a couple of grains of corn. So let's get well into the session and see what we can do. When you're out on these sessions, sitting in the sun in the daytime or even in the evening like this, I would recommend grabbing yourself some water. Just having a bit, little and often. Keep yourself hydrated, don't end up with sunstroke and mess up your next day. Just a little tip, I always just keep sipping on every sort of 10 minutes or so. Just keeps me going, like I'm about to do now. That's it, that's all you need, just to keep your fluids going in. Hope you don't cook. If the sun's literally beaming down on you, I'd have the umbrella up behind me and I'll be blocking the sun completely. This one I'm fishing this side is literally close in, like this. Just down there, that's all you need. It's probably, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 foot, something like that. Plenty deep enough to catch fish. A lot of the time that's where they are, and not out in the middle of 3/4. Fish on, everyone. Fish number one. Nice roach. Let's get it back in, see what else we can find out there. Well, I'm getting some really nice banging bites and missing them, which is annoying. Had a bream coming in just now and lost it on the way in. So there's some fish down there. So I'll keep going. Got worm on the rod out in the middle, and I've got double sweet corn on the close in one. And they're both getting bites, so let's see what we can produce. Fish on, everyone, fish on. What do we got? Yeah, we got an eel, we got an eel. Don't really want an eel. There you go, Mr. Wiggly Eel. Let's get him off and get him back in the water. Wasn't really thinking about getting a wriggly eel. Weren't targeting them, but obviously they're in here, so you got to strike at whatever bite you get, and that'll be what it'll be. But you can obviously use certain baits like sweet corn and stuff like that, which eels probably won't pick up too much. You're going to catch the odd one probably, but otherwise should be okay. Because I'm on the juicy worms and they're all chopped up, I suppose they're finding the scent and taking them, but I'm trying to give myself a chance of getting a nice perch or bream or a nice sized roach. So we'll carry on and see what else we can do. Fish on again, everyone. Oh no, not another eely. Don't want to keep getting these, do we? There's obviously plenty out there. On, not sure what it is yet. It's coming in. Nice perch. Let's get it in the net. There we go, everyone. Something a bit different. Just a perch. Nice fish. Wee, caged. Lovely jubbly. Yes. See what else we can find. It's a lovely looking boat, look at that. Fully restored by looks things. Wooden boat. Lovely. Fish on. What do we got? Mr. Bream. So, pretty cool. We keep changing up the species. It's the Bream. That'll be jabbly. Waves are coming in. Here come the waves. Whee. Everyone's nearly come up through the platform. It was a bit too fast, I think. Right, you just got to deal with whatever you're doing at the time. When you're here, it's just part of. Not much you can do about it. Some birds taking stuff off the surface, don't know what they're taking. Maybe small fry, something like that. Still got the old. Yeah. I've got one rod down there. And the other one's sitting up in the reeds over there. Quite hard to see on camera, but I think you can see where it is. And that one's out there, sort of 3/4 and halfway, just trying different spots. And this one down here is sitting at 1/4 and halfway down this end. Just moving around trying to get bites, and it seemed to be working so far. As you've seen, we had a few fish. I had to keep bringing the long ones in when a boat come past, but it's just so I don't lose any gear. You could probably dip your rod in the water and get it right down, but didn't want to really take a chance. Whew, wow, my fly just went flying round. And I had a fish on thumping around really hard. I reckon a pike or something took a perch, or a little rudd or something like that, or maybe it was a big perch. But either way, that was bang, snapped me up. I've got the old feeder line and stuff on. I've just reset up again. But yeah, that was something big. That didn't stay on too long, which is a shame. But not really what we're after. Got the old heart going and stuff there. Yeah. Finger going a bit quick. Seemed to be the thing down here for some reason. It's a shame. Still a few boats about, I'm still getting bites. Slow down a bit. Here come another one. Did a really good bite on the furthest rod over. I'll keep it running just for a second in case it go again. Food fish topping, birds about. It's getting a bit chillier now, the sun's going down. That's normal for here. No, it's not going to go again, but I'll bring you back obviously if I hook up to a fish. Well, we've got another fish. If we can hold him, he's really wriggly. Mr. Perch doesn't want to be seen. There you go, it's Mr. Perch. Ruby jubbly, let's get him back in. Still getting plenty of bites, just having to keep an eye on both rods at the moment. Having to just sort of move around all around the river in different spots to get the bites. So that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I'm feeding the same spots a lot, but they don't seem to be working as well as moving around. So what I'm doing is putting a nice bit of juicy worm on like so. And hopefully we're getting bream, perch, that sort of stuff, and not eels. So it's 20 past 8, we're still getting the food bites. Lost a couple of fish on the way in as well, which is a bit of a pain. I had a bigger fish on the big rod a little while ago. Definitely a bream, you could tell by the thump from the way in, but came off. But it's still time, it's 20 past 8 now. Gonna hold on till sort of dark time, and then we'll hopefully get a few more fish. So that's pretty good. Both rods are producing, the closely on one end, the far out one, so that's good. I'm having to move around, like I say, around the river in all different spots. Sometimes it's better not to put any bait in the feeder and just literally cast in some new areas. Gets you a bite quicker for some reason. They don't want to be on the big piles of feed. There's still plenty of people down this end. And there's a boat moored up further down with a Indian family on. They got all their music going and stuff and having fun. When they came past, they said to me, "Is there any big fish?" I said, "Yeah, there's some okay ones." Don't know if they're fishing or just cruising around the boat, but they're, I don't know, quarter of a mile down the river, but you can still hear them. It's getting a bit chillier because the sun's disappearing down low now. If we get a nice sunset, I'll take you over the background and show you. Sometimes you do here. Just trying to keep an eye on the rods at the same time, and hopefully one's going to go flying around. I've actually got both rods. I've got one 3/4 that way and one near enough right over. I'm still feeding this close in swim though, even though I'm not putting nothing down there, and I'll drop this one back in there in a little while with a big bait on it and let it sit there. I've seen a few fish striking up fish, which are probably pike, if not their large perch. And as you know, earlier on we snapped up by one of them, taking one of our baits on the way in, or actually taken one of our baits maybe. I suppose the pike could have took a bunch of worms. No reason why they don't. They do that. Got some birds going crazy in the bushes. Right, let's see if I can find you some more fish. Another lovely ball of mess from over the other side. Don't really want any more of them. I've actually had a couple I didn't even show you, but I thought I'd bring a couple more back to the camera. So I decided to spin me all up, and yeah, gonna have fun unhooking that now. Cool, I'm getting some clonking bites and rods flying around, but not connected, which is crazy. That nice wooden boat stay coming back down. Sunset's starting to get late. This is what we look like when we step back a couple of paces. Net, couple of rods, seat, bait and filming gear. Ain't had a bite now for about 15-20 minutes, so it's about time I recast, I think. Another eel in the net, you can probably see. Not going to get it out because it just wraps itself all around your arms and stuff and make a mess, don't they? They're a pain. I've had, don't know, probably close to 10 of them now. Anytime I try and put a nice worm bait down for a big perch or something like that, I keep getting bites off eels, which is a pain. But I've also had the Bream and stuff on the worms as well, so you got to do it. And it's getting dark now. The sun will be going down any sec. Oh, it's already right down. Hopefully I'll catch a nice coloured sky as this, finishes off. Not getting many bites on the little rod this side now. Most of the bites are coming from the middle of the river on the worm baits. But I've still got this one sitting down here, hoping to get one on the double sweet corn, hoping to get a decent sized bream. So, got a nice one. Lovely roach, look at that. Don't mind the feel of them if we can get them going. Nice size. Spin it around. Lovely jubbly. Let's get it back in. See if we can get a few more bites before it get dark. But be happy if I can get a few of them. Maybe a bream mixed in. That'll be good. Look at these lovely skies we're getting. As the sun's going down, reflections on the water. Lovely. It's even better around this side. Crazy, look. Pinks, purples, reds. It's really good. I don't know what's happened around the back here. I don't know if that sun's disappeared now. Look at that sky. Pretty cool, fishing cars down there. Still one person still here with me. Look at them cool skies. Brilliant, isn't they? really fed up with these things. They're well over 10 now. You can literally get them every cast if you're unlucky. Grab the old headlamp because I know I've got it. Look at this. There's a layer of really thin ice on top of the car. Crazy. Well, as you can probably see, it's getting quite dark now. It's a lot darker than what it looks like on the camera. And I've run out of worms. And that's pretty much stopped the bites. It's quite annoying. I'm trying bread at the moment. I haven't had Bream or something to take it. I've got plenty of maggots, so I can go on to maggots. I've got the old headlamp, so I'm going to have a few casts up till dark. Yeah, proper dark. And then I've still got a light to be able to pack away. It's pretty cold now, as you can see. I'm sitting here with my arms crossed. Always gets really chilly here. Even in the middle of summer like this. Probably hence the name, Cold Harbour. Just hoping one of these rods will go flying around one more time. With a nice, decent sized bream on it. I've actually never been here before and not had a bream over £3. That's the first, but then I've never caught loads of eels and stuff either, so just have to see how it goes. I've probably got about 45 minutes. There's plenty of time to have a few more casts. And hopefully bring you a few more fish before I have to pack up. Still got the boat just down the river here. With the Indian family on, they've got their music blasting away, they're shouting and singing and all sorts. Obviously down here on holiday, I reckon. So, like I say, fingers crossed. We can get one of these big baits to go around. And bang ourselves a nice big bream or something like that to finish off. You never know. Guess what it is? One of them. Yep. Them again. Oh, they're a pain today. Let's get it off. Oh, that little bugger twisted up the whole rig. The feeder fell off as I lifted it in. So I don't know what happened there. That's annoying. That means I've two I've lost today now because of that boat. And that literally just, as they do, twisted itself all up. So I just cut the line free and let it swim off. Lots of rats and stuff in the old bushes down here. They're always here when it starts getting dark. So that's a lot darker than what it look in the camera. It always is. But we've still got one more rod going. You hear them in there? They're noisy. Come out to get all the bait and stuff, don't they? So I'm going to give it probably a couple more 10-minute casts and I'm not going to be able to see. So fingers crossed. But if not, we're done okay. Be the first time we ain't had an actual proper bream coming down here, but had lots of other stuff and it's been an enjoyable session. Oh, you. Get out. So they creep up behind you because they're so noisy. Yeah, so it's been a good session anyway. Been enjoying it. Lots and lots of bites. And I think if you sat there on maggots and worms all night, you literally catch eels all night. There's loads of them about today. Well, everyone, it's pretty much dark, even though it don't look like it is. I've said about 100 times, but got it over there. Look. Lovely sunset. Right, so I'm just packed up. I'm now off back to the car. And we'll do the drive out. But we done okay, didn't we? I'll give you a quick look around before we go. Well, what you can see. And we'll do the ending. So thanks very much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel. That's how peaceful it is right now. Not a lot happening. Strange, it still looks light, but it's not. You can see over there, like all the lights and stuff are on the houses and farmyards and that sort of thing. Right. This is the last load of stuff back to the car. Not too bad here really. You can park the car and it's not very far to walk. Makes it nice. How's it going then, everyone? Oh, I just met a nice chap in the car park. His name is Brian, so how you doing, Brian? Nice to meet you. We just had a good old chat for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes I think. Talking about the Broads and how nice it is and about the fishing and etc, etc. That was great, so nice to meet you. And yeah, that's the end of this session. Caught a few fish here, didn't we? We had some perch, we had some roach, nice size. We had some skimmers. We had, don't know how many eels, probably 12 to 15. So yeah, not a bad session, can't complain. And I'll be out again soon. So thanks everyone for coming in. I'll see you all soon. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Brian just up ahead up there. See you later, Brian. Nice to meet you again, like I say. I'm pretty sure I'll see you about. Sounds like we both do the same sort of fishing. I'm sure I'll see you again.